bars
Oh, nice.
that go with the United Nations Service Medal.
Nice.
I'm gonna open those up and lay those out.
Oh my goodness. They're pins. They're tiny. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow, these are beautiful.
Keep them in the box.
There's one
There's all those.
4. Sitting there.
United Nations Service Medal.
Beautiful.
I'm going to show that. Award to those members who were posted for any period with the United Nations forces in Korea between June 27, 1950 and July 27, 1954. The medal is also awarded to personnel who served in adjacent areas like Japan and Okinawa operating under UN command or sent to support UN operations in Korea in the relevant period from 1950 to 1954.
Very nice.
That is nice.
It'll show everybody.
What's that?
Is that another one?
That's the United Nations one.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll put that on that box right there. That way we know which one it is. This is the one you said that you shouldn't get.
Good behavior. Get rid of this thing.
It's another beautiful one.
Yeah, pretty.
Good Conduct Medal. Awarded to Air Force enlisted personnel during a 3-year period of active military service or for a 1-year period of service during a time of war. Airmen awarded this medal must have had character and efficiency ratings of excellence or higher throughout the qualifying period, including time spent in attendance at service schools, and there must have been no convictions of court-martial during this period. Air Force personnel who were previously awarded the Army Good Conduct Medal and after June 1, 1963 qualified for the Air Force Good Conduct Medal could wear both medals, which would be a little after your service, but must have had high character and efficiency ratings. Let's put, that was a good one. Yeah, let's put that one right there.
Okay. I don't know what the pins are for, but
Yeah. National Defense Service Medal. That's another
I didn't know they had all these.
It is awarded for
That's very
honorable active military service as a member of the Armed Forces of the United States between June 27, 1950 and July 27, 1954, Korean War, and there's a subsequent period for Vietnam War, as well as Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm, as well as September 11, 2001, henceforth. Service members who earned the medal during the first qualifying period, which is Korean War, and who again became entitled to the medal wear a bronze star on the ribbon to denote the second award of the medal, as that might apply.
wow. Nice.
And then Korean Service Medal. Korean Service Medal.
There you go.
The Korean Service Medal was awarded for service between June 27, 1950
Nice.
and July 27, 1954 under and of the following conditions: within the territorial limits of Korea, in waters immediately adjacent thereto, or with a unit under the operational control of the Commander-in-Chief, Far East, other than those units within the territorial limits of Korea, which has been designated by the Commander-in-Chief, Far East, as having directly supported the military efforts in Korea, which I think was the case applying here, which the last one would be.
Nice.
Or was furnished as an individual certificate by the Commander-in-Chief, Far East, testifying to material contribution made in direct support of the military efforts in Korea. So, one thing I want to do, in addition to thanking you for your service, as I'm sure everyone here does, is I want to thank your son for reaching out to my office, and I particularly want to recognize Jason Carver, who did everything imaginable to make sure that we would get the medals. I mean, these are medals that have been earned for over 60 years, and it's a privilege to be able to have staff that is able to process these requests. And the one thing that I just want to emphasize to the print media and to WFMZ is, by my way of thinking, we're here to honor this gentleman and recognize his service, but also make those aware, those children and grandchildren out here who have parents or grandparents who did serve, who may not have service medals, but they've earned them. My office, as well as any congressional office or United States Senate office, this is what we do. We can get the medals for those who have earned them, and I think it's very important for the sake of recognition as well as for family history and passing down from generation to generation those badges of courage and those personal stories and that sense of family history that I think all of us hold near and dear within our families. So I want to thank you for the opportunity, and thanks for letting us come here today and be able to highlight your story.
Thank you. I never would have bothered. That'd be too much work for me.
That's what he said, too much paperwork.
Would you mind if we got a picture of the entire family with you?
Yeah.
Kim?
Oh, you want to get everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here, if you want, yeah.
Do you want to hold them up? Wherever, I mean, whatever you think's best.
Whatever, yeah. Because I'm looking really good. You reach up the current end.
That'd be good.
That would be good. That would be really good. Somebody, can you guys throw those shears down so it doesn't, yeah. Yeah, kind of like, does that make it better for?
All the way over.